It's great having another in real life showcase for the first time in 3 years. So much has changed in the interim, the tech world going crazy, but it's just wonderful to be seeing some of our portfolios, seeing some of our future investments. Just to see some of the sheer class.
We've had a great afternoon here at the British Museum. I'm delighted to see that there's been so many people interested in UCL's world-leading technologies, and also that so many of our researchers joined us here today.
I'm delighted to welcome you to this first in-person research showcase since 2019, since the pandemic. Andrew Elder is the Deputy Managing Partner of Albion Capital, who are our partners in the UCL Technology Fund.
These sorts of events are great for raising our profile and also for interesting investors in the technologies that come out of not just UCL, but I think all UK universities.
Today at our showcase, I had the honor and pleasure of chairing an all-female panel. We talked about exits in VC and biotech. What does that look like? What does that mean? And it was really great to hear from 3 different women from 3 different funds and experience looking at either seed investing, Series A, which is what UCLTF fund focuses on, all the way through to kind of institutional funds, and how we think about investments. Early stage, interesting proof of concept projects, all the way to spin-outs, and how the exits approach differs, and also thinking about how that matters in the public market space. As you can see here, we had a good turnout, a lot of great questions, so it was a successful day.
Once the reduction in the free allowances they get start to reduce below their actual levels of emissions, which is starting to happen in the very near future.
I'm Dan Summerbell. I'm co-founder and CSO of Carbon Green, who are a software company using artificial intelligence to help decarbonise the cement industry. It's been really great to come here today. It's our first event talking about Carbon Green in person. We're very much a company that started during the pandemic and been doing all our work and meetings online.
We're in early stage of our product development and asking industry and listening to industry, and sometimes, working certainly some of the team working some very late nights trying to adapt to what industry's asked us to do.
It's been so great to come to this event, talk to people in person, and it's been so impressive. Everything's gone off without a hitch, and we've been very pleased to be invited along and be here today.
I'm delighted to see how many people came who were interested in UCL's technologies, and in the number of the researchers that joined us here too. We've seen some fascinating presentations from our deep tech spin-outs and also from some of our life science spin-outs. And I think all in all it's been a success. It's highlighted the research, not just from UCL, but also the contribution that UK universities can make to the circular economy. We had a fascinating panel session in the deep tech side, and we had some really interesting and informative investor perspectives on what makes or breaks a great company, and also what investors can bring to the table.
Next up, we've got another super exciting company who presented, I think, last at this a few years ago.
Odeon Vision is a cloud artificial intelligence endoscopy company. There's projected to be over 400 million endoscopic procedures performed each year. And in those procedures, a small camera is used to look inside the human body.
It's been a couple of years since we last presented here, actually, and we've come a very long way since then. We were just starting out, really trying to figure out where our product market fit was and where we were getting the most interest from customers. And since then, we've brought on some fantastic production level customers, Nationwide, NatWest, Wells Fargo, Fidelity. There's been a fantastic uptick in our commercial progress. So taking the products and the technology off the lab bench, getting it into production with real customers, producing real results, and really commercializing the product. We're now going through a serious inflection point in synthetic data and the category, and we're really excited to be right at the front of it. We've had 2 streams going today. We've had presentations on the life science side and presentations on the physical and computer science side. It's everything from fully fledged, fully financed companies all the way down to scientists. And we've had panel discussions with a range of VCs, angel investors, and other people from the ecosystem.
So we've been building Quell Therapeutics now for 3 years, really building off some amazing science that came out of UCL. Really, it was the foundational science around the T regulatory cells and the ability to engineer these cells and to use them as cell therapies for patients with diseases of immune dysregulation that Quell was built around, and something that we're now really pioneering in terms of the field and taking into the clinic. Working with our founders, working with the investors, including UCL Technology Fund. We're at a really exciting moment as we now think about making these therapies for patients and giving them the chance for durable immune resets. And we look forward to seeing whether we can do that in our lead program and in our follow-on programs in type 1 diabetes and neuroinflammatory diseases.
So just really wanted to say what a fabulous day I've had here at the UCL Tech Fund. It was fabulous to present 10-point original investment group, and just to note that it's really great to see some of the really early stage innovations. We get asked a lot about with our current and our future investors, where the competition is, what is the new innovation in the space, and so it's really good to sort of gather that information today. Really great day all around.
It's just so encouraging to see the research base getting stronger and solving some of the world's most pressing needs.
One of the great things about the day has been the most amazing spread from small proof of concepts and the scientists on stage talking about with passion about their science, all the way through to senior teams from companies who've just raised $150, $200 million telling you about how they've built their companies. Seeing that full range that the fund can help finance and help develop has been a great example of what the fund can do and how it can commercialize research coming out of UCL.